Welcome back to Roughing the Podcaster.
Another quiet weekend in NFL.
Aye. Well, right off the bat, I seen Barry put in the chat this morning, since I made that comment about no fighting, there's literally been fighting every single week. Who was fighting this time? I've not actually clicked on it because it's
the Bucks and
he's stuff. Up at like 4 a.m, kicking about. In fact, he's in Paris now, isn't he?
Aye.
But he normally is up about 4 a.m.
He's probably, if he's staying in one of the Disney hotels, he'll get early entry into the park, so he's probably up early.
Aye. So who was fighting?
I think it was the Bucks and the San Francisco, I think.
Well, in fact, hold on, I'll just bring it up.
Aye.
Let's see it.
Just scrapping. But that's what happens when you just let the fans mix together, isn't it? I seen a wee bit of nonsense at the baseball as well the other day. Like that.
Many punches were thrown and one fan was reportedly knocked out. Another brutal fight, and the fights continue to get worse. And Greg was just completely wrong.
Well, my brother-in-law, he was at this game. This is his first NFL game. He absolutely loved it.
Mate of mine was there as well.
That's his wee boys are Bucks fans now.
Aye.
Which I got them Chiefs taps and all that. But no.
I think when you're first dipping your toe in the water, NFL, you buy all sorts of taps, whatever one you like.
But listen, if that's who they want to support, they can support the Bucks.
I thought they'd had the 49ers.
No, they were talking about doing that, but
because my mate Smick was there, he had his Rangers tap mat on.
They had their Rangers taps on.
I know. I was wondering, I wonder if they actually seen each other, but it's obviously massive, innit?
No. So, but I think, see, once you get in there and you're just in amongst all the Bucks fans, now I think you get kind of drawn in, don't you? Aye.
But that's also like what will make you support a team. You're like, my first memory of the NFL was going to that game.
But Jamie was just saying it's like what we're playing. Like at Scottish football, he's like, we're just getting absolutely done.
Yeah, I know.
I says, because they'll not get away with that in America.
It's an experience.
They'll not get away with it in America.
What do you mean?
Because they'll not stand for it.
Not get away with what?
But being shite. Just
are you meaning the product on the park? I'm just talking about the all-round experience.
No, I'm talking about the experience. If the experience is terrible, they'll not get away with it. The Americans don't part with that shit.
Oh, right. I thought you were meaning that they would just be like, if the team was shite, they wouldn't get away with it.
No, I'm not talking about the team. I'm just talking about the general your value for money.
The hospitality. So good to kick off this week's episode with a wee scrap. You can't beat it. Absolutely can't beat it.
I'm not with the, what's that, we're on to 3.
But there'll be more that we just don't even know about yet.
Well, 3 videoed ones and we're in week 6, so you have been definitely proved wrong.
And I'm happy to accept it. It'll not be the last time that I'm proved wrong on this podcast. I also said that Acham was going to be a bust because I thought he would get injured and ads brought up. But if I remember right, I didn't say because his ability. I'm pretty sure I specifically said no because his ability. I just think he's going to that reoccurring that injury was going to come back.
To be fair, I think he's not been rushing very well. I think that's the first weekend he
had a great game against the Chargers.
But that's the first time he's kind of rushed for quite a lot in a game. So,
aye, we'll look at some. I've got some wee clips and stuff to get into. There's hundreds of shit happened the weekend.
It was quite busy. It was a busy one, wasn't it?
I've no listened to this, but I was quite interested. I seen that Joe Flacco was asked why he's still playing at 40, so I kind of just wanted to get his thoughts on it because you're being quite harsh on old Flacco.
No, I wasn't harsh on him. I'm just saying he was
giving him a bit of flack, the old Flacco, but he didn't.
He just looked as if he was.
Look at him in that wee photo. He just looks like a pure da. He's just
is that da, isn't he?
Pure da, NFL da.
Definitely.
He didn't get after a winning start, but
no, but I think they were a wee bit more competitive than they have been.
Aye. Well, Jordan Love was great. The Packers were good. My chair making a noise.
You expect him to win, but when you
can hear that, it sounds like I'm farting, doesn't it?
I think Derek plays the Bengals now should be expecting to win.
Aye. Right, well, let's see what Flacco was saying anyway.
Super Bowl MVP, plenty of money in the bank, young family. Why are you still doing this at 40?
It's always I get that question so much, especially before this season. But I just feel
you're fucked about that. It's only coming to one your phone.
You fucked up. I turned the volume up.
To a football team. I feel like I've put in a lot of work my whole life to get to this point, in just terms of playing in the NFL in general. And I hopefully will have a long life when I'm done, but you only get a chance to play in the NFL once. And I feel like I've worked really hard, like I said, to be a guy that gets to play in the NFL. And I don't want to take that for granted. I still feel like I can play the game at a high level. And I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror when I'm 50 years old and be able to say that, I gave it everything I had. So.
Good on you, Flacco. How did that do that there? That's weird, didn't it? It did come out one year.
It must have just been the actual clip.
Aye.
I thought you'd been
Tinkering.
tinkering.
No, isn't it? Just turn the volume up.
What quarterbacks the new do you think will be playing at their 40? Do you think you see Burrow making it to 40?
No to it anyway.
No, you've got
to think it's the ones that are probably going to take big hits and all that. The ones that are getting bashed up and they got to.
No, but I think you've got to look at like, do you think Lamar will no suit Lamar to play 40?
Nah,
because he needs his legs.
Yep.
So you've got.
But then you adapt, and then he's no got the arms to adapt to no being a running quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you never know. You got to adapt at some point.
I like that attitude.
I could see Mahomes playing to 40.
But not everybody's got that attitude either. Some of them are just like, I'll make my money and then go.
Maybe Josh Allen.
I mean, the way he plays, he could get a badge, you know.
Suppose they're all doing that now, aren't they?
The quarterback position's changing. Saying that as if I know the pure history of the quarterback. You know what I mean? I've been watching the sport for about like 5 years.
Jackson Dart will not make it to 40, I don't think.
Nah.
No.
No.
Yeah, I seen that.
Scab will not make it to his fucking.
I seen a clip and it was for The Sopranos,
right?
And it was Tony was in Thingy with Junior, and he was. It came up. It said it was Brian.
You used to run your jersey. You and Johnny boy.
It was class.
Like, did we?
He's just not good.
He's not got a clue.
It was class.
The internet's brilliant for that, innit? I just love the fact that somebody's been sitting there and going, that'd make a fucking great clip, that one.
They've probably used that. That's probably been used a hundred times. But
more likely, but so fair play to Flacco. As I said, they didn't get off to a winning start. Where did that finish? It was 27-18. But we'll see how that goes.
I thought the Packers spread was 14. I thought that was too high. So didn't they cover? Or did they? No, they didn't. Didn't they? Tongue shite.
Right, my next bit of news was, did you see the Jags owner's boat in Margate?
Margate? No.
Obviously for the game in London. He must have. Margate's not far from London, is it not?
Is it? Or is it your man that owns the wrestling?
No, he owns Fulham and all, does he know?
Tony Khan? No. Well, it's no Tony Khan, it must be his dad.
So that thing there, look, docked off Margate, imagine just seeing that. Sahid Khan, he owns it Jacksonville. The Jack and Jill. He owns the Jack and Jill Jackers in Fulham Football Club. 122 metre yacht delivered in 2024, the latest in Cannes series of luxury vessels. It's got 3 pools. I don't know why it's 3 pools, 4 fireplaces. Is that like, that's not something you would mention, that?
No.
4 fireplaces, a pickleball court, basketball court, and even a cryotherapy chamber and a sauna. 360 mil.
Yeah, but they expect a sauna on it when you're paying 360 million. But why is it there now? Because they don't.
It was there at the.
When did they go there? The 9th?
It was there at the.
So they don't play in London till this weekend, do they?
He's obviously just kicking about then, isn't he?
It's no.
How does that work? Do you think you just phone the council? Just say, I'm bringing my yacht?
I don't know if do you need permission?
It must be the Coast Guard and all that. The Navy.
Water tax? Do you play water tax?
I don't know, man. We're just like, how's it going? I'm bringing my yacht. It's got 4 fireplaces.
So is he sailed that for America?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know, but you'd probably, aye, must have done.
It's a belter, isn't it? Absolute belter.
I think that's the pinnacle when you've got a yacht.
Aye.
Like for me, I'd rather have that than fancy motors, not if I was I guess if you're a billionaire, you've probably got all it, but do you know what I mean? You would rather put all your money into a big fancy yacht.
I'm
Just
a
do
big
it.
fan of water, right enough.
I bet you wouldn't even know your own water in that thing. Sitting there at your 4 fireplaces.
I know there you wouldn't, but if you were in the Atlantic or whatever and it's kind of choppy, you would know all about it.
Well, probably. That'd be quite choppy in Margate.
Aye.
Pretty cool, but
Aye, that was cool.
on the subject of the London games, I think it was absolutely pish. For what I've heard. I didn't actually see the game. What were we doing? Where were we?
We're on my bit, the film we were up because for the home video thing.
That's right. Can't go to the old Florida videos converted.
It was quite good.
It was
good.
It was funny to look back on it.
But I had it in the background and it just looked absolutely dreadful.
I seen people moaning about the game, right? But for me, you're going for the experience and all that. Obviously, the game helps, right? If the game's good, it's good. But you're going for the whole experience.
But then you're not really getting the experience of go and bring up the stats because the Jets, it was a record.
What stats you want to hear? What
The phone stats?
Fields with 45 passing yards.
Aye, that's you're not getting the full experience.
The Broncos getting 9 sacks.
He was just getting absolutely destroyed.
I mean, I'm got to be honest, right? I knew it was bad, but looking at these stats, I didn't realise it was that bad. Like even Dobbins, 40 rushing yards, Breece Hall, 59 yards. I knew it was bad when I looked at my fantasy team when my other league and Jordo had Fields and I had Garrett Wilson, and the two of them were just abysmal.
I think Garrett Wilson had
he eventually did catch one eye, but
he had one catch.
Ingram
was probably the best player, but it's just...
Was that his first? He's just no long back, is he not?
No, I think he's been playing for a couple of weeks now, but he's starting to get more targets now. But in the end, it's a win for the Broncos on it, but I think that's the Jets 0-5 when they've played in London, so they'll not be wanting to go back either. They
don't seem to be enjoying the London experience.
It doesn't seem it never seems to be a good game when it's in London.
It's just because, right? See, they're obviously travelling, right? You've got how early do they go? It depends. Some of them go earlier and some of them don't. I've heard a few coaches talk about this. I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was come with us as we prepare for the London games. No, they set up like big marquees and all that. It's not in London. It's away. It's away, far away from London or whatever, in the outskirts. It's unbelievable. You would still think it was their training facility. They've got everything. So they've still got the home comforts and all that.
I think it's an excuse.
Because I seen one coach talking about the food and all that. It's just like, well, surely you can get the best catering in London. Money's not an object in NFL teams.
How would the food be different?
That's it. He mentioned food. He's like the food and the times and all that, as if the food was
the time zone. Yes.
Just you're not sitting eating full English breakfast before the game. Imagine Justin Fields a bit of toast, beans, some tomato, tatus gone,
black pudding.
I
don't food's just an excuse. The time zone, aye, but I mean,
you know what it's like with the jet lag. Because it's a trend in the UFC as well, innit? Fighters like Australia. Paul said it himself, he absolutely hated fighting in Australia.
I bet Australia's worse than coming.
No, I know. But
here.
But then the other Chargers going to Miami. The time difference is it 3 hours from Miami to LA? I'm sure it is.
Is it?
5-hour flight, 3 hour time difference. That's a pain in the arse, no?
Just excuses. Part of the game, but I just thought
excuses.
I don't, as excuses, I don't see why. I mean, if you're good, you're good. I don't think it matters where you play.
Fair enough.
But there obviously is a trend where I think the game this weekend should be one of the better ones, I would think.
Who's this weekend's game?
The Rams and the Jags.
Aye.
Big Jordo's gone. He's doing a day trip up and down. Down and up, sorry.
That's hefty. Well, we need to try and get him on the phone and see what he's up to. He's taking his daughter?
He's taking his daughter, yeah. So, there just seems to be a kind of a trend with the London. I would have said the Brazil game was probably alright between the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Well, I enjoyed watching it. Also, whoever wins that game always gets the Super Bowl, apparently. We said that before, didn't we?
I don't see the Chargers going to the Super Bowl.
No, they do no. But the Chiefs are heating up.
They're starting to.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But we ended up just talking about the Jets Broncos game, and that was not on my my agenda.
No, but you had to talk about how shite it was. It really was. I mean, look, for the second quarter, there was only 3 points scored. Was that right? No, 5. 8 points scored for the second quarter.
I was wondering when you were looking there, but I get what you're saying. So they're 0 and 6.
You're definitely just getting pummeled with a lager if you're at that game, 100%. I don't know what you would have done. You'd have been away eating the hot dogs, I think, but I would have been getting pummeled for a lager just to soften the blowy watching that.
I couldn't have even dialed it down with the alcohol.
But listen, see if you're a Broncos or a Jets fan, I don't know, it might have been a bit better to watch, but I don't
know if you're a Jets fan.
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody is happy to know if you're a Jets fan.
They were actually starting to question the coach if Justin Fields should be getting took out, but he just said no. He says this is the way the NFL works. Basically, like 1 week you can be up, next week you can be down. So I think he maybe just came up against a good defence, didn't he? Because he wasn't even using his legs.
Wait, so they're wanting, I'm just thinking there, so it's Tyrod Taylor, they want him to come in. Is like he's not got any better?
No, definitely not.
I'll always thank Tyrod Taylor though for getting his lung punctured for Justin Herbert to get his chance. So
I think he would have got his chance at some point, but no as early as that.
No, I know as early now. Right, next bit of news I've got here. We've got the Colts just absolutely had one, didn't they?
Oh, aye.
Before the game. I'm talking about before the game. What was their final scoreline?
They just won.
So I'm not meaning they had one in the game. I'm talking about the injuries that they got. So
they just won. So there it's the
31-27 finished. So before the game, is it Charvarius Ward?
Yep, he used to play for the Chiefs. He was at San Francisco as well.
He collided with a tight end during the warm-ups, which resulted in a concussion, and also Anthony Richardson get injured. What was his injury?
He got injured in the changing room. It was like a changing room malfunction or something, I'm sure.
A malfunction?
I'm sure that's what it said.
I thought it showed Anthony Richardson in this as well, so I don't know. That's how I've not got that up. But
what did they say?
A stretch band.
Right. All right.
An orbital fracture, so it's like a...
So it must have pinged? Is it pinged? No.
Aye, it must have done. He injured his eye while he was doing band work.
So it's pinged.
It must have been some force for an orbital fracture. So your orbital's like the pictures round about your eye, innit?
So you'll be out for a while then? Well,
aye, because you can't risk any hits at all.
Definitely not.
Right, so let's watch this one.
Don't even get any pads on either. Oh.
He looks as if he's spark out, no? No, he's up. He looks a bit dazed and confused, doesn't he?
Not good until the heat. That's when you know it's game over.
Imagine, honestly, that is just ridiculous.
Why is that such a thing in American football? Once the tail goes out of the heat, it's as if get me up the road.
You know, they're not returning. It's just like the confirmation in it. Bit of tail out of the heat.
Aye. Also, there was a first casualty of the season. Titans coach got sacked.
Oh, aye. I'm going to ask you about this, right? So, obviously Cam Ward done the whole, if we keep it buck, we ass. How much sway do you think a rookie quarterback's got on, like, his comments have got on that?
Well, on the dressing room?
Aye. Well, what was his first round, didn't he? First round pick? First pick?
Depends how much the change room's buying into it. If they buy into it.
I bet like the owners I'm talking about, so they're just like, Cam Ward's saying this, then do you think that obviously all plays a part?
Right, I get you. I don't know, just looking at performance-wise, they have won one game right enough, but
if we're keeping it buck, he's ass.
He was ass.
Their ass, sorry.
Did you see the fumble he had?
No, I've not seen it.
They we was like going to throw it, and they just dropped the ball completely in the.
Wait, did it get caught in between? What am I got to do?
I don't think so. Because is he left-handed?
Fuck, I don't know why you're asking me that.
But when he was taking the ball back, like to throw, he's just let it go. Went right on the deck.
So he's ass?
They're ass.
We're definitely keeping it buck.
The Titans are just ass completely.
Right, so now what happens is a new coach comes in, Cam Ward needs to learn a new playbook. So for me, it's not going to really get any better anytime soon, really.
No.
Then, and I'm probably just paraphrasing somebody else I was listening to, so I'm not even claiming this as like my own question, but one of the podcasts I was listening to saying he's seen this before as well now, because what happens is they'll try and stick with Cam Ward, and if it's not working, they'll still just be like, right, we'll get another year, right? So you're 4 years down the line, and you go, right, fuck, we'll draft another quarterback, back to the start. So you could go 10 year, and it's like, so that pick could eventually just set you back 10 year,
or it can go one way or the other, or you're just middle of the road. Because obviously you could draft a quarterback and that's your quarterback for the rest of the next 10 years.
But he doesn't look like he is, does he? The now.
No.
Doesn't look like he's going to be the franchise quarterback that they all thought he was going to be.
Is he getting protected enough?
With a new coach then change? It'd be interesting to see what happens. But I
can't say I've not watched him in a full game. I can't say, but I've just feel what I've seen for RedZone. It's not looking good, is it?
Nah, it is not. Right, what else we got? We'll go on to the... Do you want to just cover the Dan Campbell thing when we're talking about the Chiefs game? Right, so let's move on to the games.
I thought you were going to bring up the boy for the Bucks. That was quite funny, wasn't it?
What was that?
Well, they thought he was getting an MVP chance.
Oh, we have got that. We have got that, you're right.
So this is a guy that played with Baker, isn't it?
Tez Johnson.
I'm sure he played. Did he?
Tez Johnson.
Tell you a funny story. This is crazy.
When
I score and I hit MVP chant, I'm thinking they talking about me. So I asked Shep. I'm like, Shep, they was chanting MVP. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't do nothing this year. And then he was like, they talking about Baker, Tez. And I was like, well, that explains it. But he is the MVP.
I can't remember if it's that Shepherd or the other boy played with Baker, I think. If I can't remember what it is.
I don't know. That's funny. That's funny. But Baker is MVP.
The new?
Aye.
I mean, I would say the new is wide open. It's definitely, and I mean, the fall to win the Super Bowl was wide open.
I'm biased, but I still think Herbert's playing MVP level, the new. Because that game there, he was ridiculous.
But, so, as in, like, who's going to win the full thing? It's wide open.
Aye, there's nobody...
Because there's nobody, like...
Nobody battering...
There's no, like, team that's just... I think the top 5 teams for each side...
They're all beatable.
Can all win, but they can all get beaten off.
Aye, it's good. It's tight, so...
But somebody's going to go on a tear at some point. It's coming soon.
I wanted to bring up as well that I watched the Saquon Barkley documentary yesterday. And I absolutely loved it. An hour and a half it is, and it's brilliant content. He has been recording stuff since like 2021, so this has obviously been in the works. So he's just like sets a camera up, he does like a wee sort of diary entries and stuff like that. But he's obviously had these...
What's this? What platform's this on?
I think it was on Prime, is it? No, Prime. But I watched it on a stream.
Alright.
So I thought it was great. It was good to get an insight into him as well. So it starts
with him at the Giants and then...
Aye. And you get to, like, obviously get to know his mum and dad now. His dad was in jail. His dad had issues with drugs and stuff. You just get to know him. And I liked it. And he's obviously had some right bad injuries. I liked that you got to hear the conversations between the owners and him and the Giants, asking to get traded and them telling him no and all that. Like, you hear all that. Like, just like these reactions to it, going like, for fuck's sake. You get to hear the agent conversations, and just it's a right good insight into what goes on. So if you are looking for something to watch, definitely go check that out because I loved it. Right, let's move on to the games then. So what game do you want to cover first? Do you want to go for the Chiefs game?
Aye, if you want, aye.
Right.
Aye. Well,
also shout out to this guy that had Jared Goff for the...
there was a guy on our podcast who had Jared Goff for first touchdown, and it was 91, he had 150 quid on it.
It was for 13 grand, well, $13,000.
But
they're all kind of like celebrating a wee bit, and then they realised the illegal formation.
But the Lions started well. Big long drive, took about 9 minutes off the clock.
I think it was a 10 minute drive, I read.
Looked as if they were just going to run right at the top of the Chiefs at the start. And obviously the illegal formation for Goff.
Right, so for what I gathered with that was he needs to go under centre and stop stop motion, so it's as if he's acting as a quarterback, but he kept
moving.
Full motion, which then got called back.
Because the thing was, they actually didn't flag it right away.
No.
They scored the touchdown, and then they can't review it if it's not been a flag, is that right? It was unreviewable, so like, the refs just done it kind of late.
All right,
But it seems to be that the Lions didn't know the rule. I'd
heard that because he was like, what's going on? Which is insane to think. If you don't know the rules, how the fuck do we know the rules?
No.
If Dan Campbell doesn't know the rules,
it was a pretty cool play, although he nearly dropped it. But it was a cool play.
But he managed to secure it.
But so that was, the Chiefs kept him a kick for that one, and then the Chiefs, like, offensively, then they're looking good. We're looking really good.
Now they've got Rashie Rice in for the next game, so they're going to get stronger.
Coming back.
Worthy's looking good. I seen Pacheco got a good couple of carries
Pacheco
as well.
did all right. Worthy wasn't great. Hollywood Brown, probably his best game for the Chiefs, and I think that's the highest receiving yards for Kelsey this season, 70 odd he got.
I took a wee note because there was a throw for Juju, which was incredible in between.
There was also one that Mahomes should have got sacked off of Hutchison, and he kind of done like a wee pirouette and got it to Hollywood Brown. But
Mahomes.
On you go.
I was going to say Mahomes went for 257 yards. Goff was 203 yards. Goff was 23 for 29, 2 touchdowns, and Mahomes was 22 for 13, 3 touchdowns.
And a touchdown of his own.
Yep. And I liked that one because he kind of faked as if he was going to go for the pass.
That's Mahomes equaled his touchdowns in a season, 4. The new. So
do you think it's just sort of happened naturally, or do you think Andy Reid said to him, listen, let's start doing this?
I think they must be scheming it, because that was one thing that used to always frustrate me about Mahomes. That, like, you used to watch Josh Allen, he would always scan and get a touchdown. Mahomes would always be looking to pass, but there is the option there to just run in. But the Chiefs,
so maybe last season you think he would have just done the wee side pass instead of just gone for it?
I go, they gave it to Pacheco.
So Pacheco was the lead rusher for yous. 51 yards,
definitely
12
a lot
carries.
Definitely a lot better.
Gibbs for 17 carries, he got 65 yards.
But the Lions did look as if they were going to run it pretty well, but the Chiefs kind of stopped them, and then that's when the game kind of swung a wee bit, because the Lions went for it. I think the Chiefs went for it in 4th down and didn't get it, and then straight after
twice. The Lions, and then it went straight to Hingy, did it not?
I think it was the Chiefs and then the Lions done it.
Yeah.
But that one, the Lions one, that kind of changed the game, because Brown should have caught it. It was a bad drop, and that kind of flipped the game. The Chiefs went and scored after that, and then the Chiefs had the ball after half time, scored again. So,
on the subject to Amon-Ra St. Brown, me and Jordo were waiting on him for a touchdown. Jordo was waiting for £2,000. I was 530 or something.
He was very quiet the first half. He came in a wee bit the second, but I think the Chiefs defence handled.
I'm trying to think what the bet was again. So we had Tucker Craft, McConkey,
Jake Ferguson.
Oh,
your man for the Colts, the tight end, Warren.
Aye, that's right,
Warren. But back to the game. The Chiefs defence was very, very good the second half. To keep the Lions to 17 points is very, very good.
Because they've hit over 30 every game, haven't they?
Apart from the first game against the Packers. But then again, see if you look, the Lions had a lot of injuries right enough defensively, but no offensively, so they've not really got any excuses that way.
Sam Laporta's touchdown was a belter, wasn't it?
Cracking catch, absolute belter.
Also, what about...
Took it with one horn.
What's Butker? What's going on? He missed another one?
Missed another kick. Just for 1 point, but at that, it still makes a difference.
No, of course it does.
See the one where the Chiefs went for it on 4th down, I don't think they would have. They would have took the kick and that they kept it.
What do you think it is?
I've got no idea. He had a knee operation, didn't he, last year? So I don't know if that's affecting the way he kicks now, or I don't know. I really don't know.
It's weird.
So I was a kind of feel as if the Chiefs have put down a marker.
They have.
To say And this might sound mental, right? Because obviously their record's 3-3, but I feel as if the Chiefs are better this season than they were last season, watching them. Because last season, like the last 2 years, it's kind of been, offensively, it's kind of been methodical.
Do you think that could be a mixture of other teams that they've played just been better as well?
No, definitely no. They're definitely throwing longer passes this year. Because it was just a wee bit, it was always like kind of methodical, just moving long drives, taking time off the clock, and then, I mean, they weren't scoring their 30 points however last season, but this season it seems to be
that you're enjoying it more or not then, to watch.
Oh, 100%, definitely. And then with Rice coming in, so like, they were saying on the commentary that the noise coming from inside the Chiefs, that they're really excited about this.
But him coming back in, another weapon for them.
Because then this will be the first time they've had Brown, Worthy, Rice, and you've got Kelsey there and all. So
also, I think Kelsey's kind of just quietly went about it. Nobody's really talking about him, but he's still just Kelsey, isn't he?
Nice. He had a good game. Did a couple of good catches.
Right, well, we get to the fighting. 100-man brawl. It was like a Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
Absolute wild.
So it kicked off with Juju. First of all, Mahomes went to shake Branch his hand.
And he basically
said no. Mahomes just kind of laughs it off and doesn't really bother. But then Juju must say something to him and he pushes him in the face. Now, Branch has actually got 12 fines already.
He's just got a suspension.
He has just been suspended for one game. But I was looking last night. He's had like face mask, taunting. He's had all sorts. He's obviously just
a dick.
Aye. So Dan Campbell.
Can I also say about Dan Campbell and all? He done his half-time interview when the second half was starting. No excuses, because they were talking about injuries and stuff. He's like, nah, no excuses. I
like Dan Campbell.
He's a very, very good. I like him and all. He looks like one of the guys that you would want to play for.
Did you ever watch the Hard Knocks with the Lions?
No.
That's when I really.
But did they not look a bit mental in that part? Did they not look as if they were just? Because remember, a few people were kind of laughing at me a wee bit.
I liked him. That's how I liked him, and that's how I ended up liking Aiden Hutchinson as well.
He's done some job.
Well, we'll hear from him. We'll hear from him now.
I love Brown Branch, but what he did is...
It's only playing out one ear again.
And it's not going to be accepted here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're about. I apologize to Coach Reed and the Chiefs and, and shoot. That's not okay. That's not what we do here. And it's not going to be okay. He knows it. Our team knows it. And so that's not what we do.
He's got to say that, and you can't just you can't come out and say spot on.
No, I know. But I would get
it was quite dodgy for Juju because his helmet came off.
No,
everybody else was all hanging up, and he was a bit vulnerable.
Yeah, it was a tasty one up. It was tasty, but
love to see
listen, you don't ever want to get beat, and especially the Lions would have thought they'd have maybe come in there and took the win. I think. Especially the way the Chiefs. But then again, remember what I said last week about the penalties?
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs.
So what was the penalties?
The Chiefs had 14 last week. They had 0 this week. They got flagged once. Chris Jones had a false start, but they declined the penalty because it was late on in the game. But to go for 14 penalties to 0, that just shows you.
Aye, and that's what balls kicked.
That's what killed the Chiefs last week.
Let's have a wee look at top fantasy performers. Laporta for a tight end, 14's good.
Williams had a good game. He had a good game.
Goff was 16.8.
I feel as if he was maybe a wee bit more open because
he had 15.6.
St. Brown still caught the ball 9 times, right enough.
He only got 9.2 points.
But I think it was all short yardage he was getting. Mahomes had a good fantasy week.
Mahomes has been good in fantasy in general, but it's because he's bringing in touchdowns now, isn't he? So 31.5 he was.
If you have a touchdown and you throw 3 touchdown passes and you rush, that's the perfect quarterback on fantasy, isn't it?
Hollywood Brown, 18.5. Aye.
But no,
there wasn't really many other top performers
enjoyed it.
Fantasy.
Usually, Chiefs games usually go down to the wire. You're kind of hiding behind the couch with about 5 minutes to go. But no, wasn't it? It was a lot easier this week. And I would say if it keeps, Mahomes will be in the MVP thing as well. If they keep winning the next couple of games, he'll be starting to get pushed into that.
Aye.
But I seen folks saying that the refs were helping the Chiefs and all that. That's all started again. I'm just like, but
There was one that was a dodgy call. I think they gave it as a catch with Kelsey.
The guy on the commentary said that no, they always go to the wee guy. They go to the guy at the side.
Aye.
He said that, but there been a catch.
Really? Aye.
Mm-hmm. But the Chiefs obviously, but that's up to the Lions' issues. That they could have challenged it, but the Chiefs done a quick. They did a no huddle.
Or they had a game time. Aye, they didn't
no
give
huddle.
time.
But I mean, the Monday morning last week, the Chiefs were the refs were on the Chiefs' sides when they had 14 penalties, but now this week they're on their side. So it's just honestly, it does my tits.
It's Masonic refereeing conspiracies.
That's it. You just got to take the good with the bad.
Aye. We'll move on to the Chargers-Dolphins game. This finished 29-27 with a walk-off.
A wee bit tighter than what it should have been, probably. Yeah.
Aye, but I'll be honest, I'm happy the Chargers have managed just to scrape through it, just with the state of the team now. Especially also not having Quentin Johnson at that point as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys that came in stepped up. Vidal, he was really good.
Mm-hmm. No, he's got to be good for fantasy because he's a catch and running back, isn't he? That's what you want.
That's how we look to see what he scored, actually.
I think he would have been 20 odd.
21.3, aye.
Aye.
I mean, if he keeps that up, he's going to be the main man. Right, so Herbert went for 264 yards, 29 for 38, 2 touchdowns. Tua was 205 yards, 21 for 32, 3 interceptions and 1 touchdown.
What about Tua's interview after the game?
He says that players know, maybe we should start making it mandatory for players to
But
show
is he
up
not
to
a captain?
meetings.
Is he not a captain? Should they know?
What do you mean? So he should be?
You should be commanding respect. And then you can't come out and say that and you threw fucking 3 interceptions as well. Can you?
Nah. Jake McDaniels get sacked. He's got to be
coming
close,
soon.
innit?
They will not get sacked after that game because they're probably expected to get beat there. But I think the next game that they're expected to win.
But with the position they were in, they shouldn't.
No, definitely no. Waddle had a good game, didn't he?
Waddle had a great game. Achan had a great game. He went for 128 yards, 16 carries, 2 touchdowns. Vidal was 124 for 18 carries.
I picked the wrong receiver for that bet.
Well, you should have went McConkey.
Aye.
He did sort of...
Did you see how close that was?
Mm-hmm.
I think we were 5 yards for Genty. And 20 odd for Allen for 1,700 quid.
It was close. We hit the bar this weekend.
Definitely.
I think Jordan still cashed for 500 odd quid.
We did.
So McConkey it's kind of his breakout game. A couple of, his touchdown was brilliant. Also, he effectively won the game. I know it was Herbert.
Good, catch and run.
Herbert's under pressure. I don't know how he doesn't get sacked. He actually switches hand as well. He switches hand, finds McConkey, who makes his guy miss. I think he made 4 missed tackles. He then gets it. I think they maybe got an extra 20 yards to get Dicker into kicking range, and Dicker's 14 out of 14 for kicking. He doesn't miss. The unsung hero for me was Scott, who is the holder, because the ball was like snapped away out here, manages to pull it down for Dicker to do what he does. And also,
it's all just wee bits of the jigsaw. If it goes wrong, then. But
again, I think this is things that obviously we're kind of casual fans, but like people that just don't understand everything that goes into it and how technical it is.
Definitely.
But Dicker's 14 for 14.
Another inch, and that's you've not won the game. You know what I mean?
And Haskins makes a great block for McConkey as well. Keenan Allen also, Herbert tries to find him in the red zone, and he ends up going for try to catch the ball to actually being like a safety, and it's brilliant. But it was a risky. I think there was only 5 seconds to go when they made the kick.
Who did the Chargers play next?
The Colts.
It's a hard game.
Hopefully we set
Monday night.
crying his eyes out.
Monday night,
9:05.
a late one for you.
That says 9:05 a.m.
9:05 a.m.
My clock's still fucked up.
Aye, that's not right. It'll be
9:05. No, it'll be like 1:30 in the morning, 1:20 on Monday.
Aye, but how's it 5 past?
I don't know, because remember I ended up making an arse when a Rangers game was, because my clock nut was out of place, and I don't understand why, because I've only been to Paris with my laptop, so shouldn't.
And the Chargers got a wee bit of a hard run coming up, haven't they?
Aye, and we're still all banged up, so it's not good. We get away with that one because it's the Dolphins, but
the Chiefs play the Raiders this weekend, so be expecting a big win there.
I shall see in the second half of that game, Justin Herbert went for 17 out of 22, 171 yards and 2 passing touchdowns just in the second half of the game. Pretty impressive.
But they were behind, but weren't they?
Yes. So Quentin Johnston's got a hamstring injury.
Aye, because he's on my fantasy.
Is he just week to week?
Aye, I think so. I think he probably could have played, but I think they're just...
Big Will Disley was back. He had a couple of catches, I think.
Just seen the Steelers there. That's some stat for the Browns having won at the Steelers for 22 games.
I mean, that's crazy. Oh, they'll be back to back.
Would work out 22 year, which is insane.
Is that Jordan put that in the chat?
Aye, well they did mention it at the end of RedZone, because me and Jordan, it's like if we knew that, we'd have fucking took the Steelers on our coupon.
Aye, for historical data. But aye, good win for the Chargers considering the situation, but I don't think it's going to get much better, and I think McDaniel's kind of be far off getting punted.
And who's the Dolphins next game?
Dolphins, they've got the Browns. Guys, if you've been involved in a non-fault accident, you hear us every week speaking about our sponsors, G4 Claims. I say our sponsors, it's also our employers, so we need to say it. But if you have been involved in a non-fault accident, then please do not go to your insurance company. You should never be out of pocket for an accident that was your fault. No, your fault, sorry. If it is your fault, then hell mend you. But if you go to G4 Claims, you get 100% of your claim. They'll give you a compatible hire car, something that's similar to what you're driving now. It won't affect your no claims bonus, and you don't need to deal with any of the stress of dealing with the accident. There's nothing worse. You're having to make phone calls. You're at work and you're like, I need to phone my insurance company, dealing with loads of different people that, let's be honest, they don't really care. You're just a wee number to them, aren't you?
No.
Whereas at G4, we care. They care about you, and they will handle it from start to finish. What's the number to phone, Grant?
01698 767 172.
And what's the website?
None at fault claim.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
It's not at fault claim.com.
Yes. Also, now, if you go into our socials, you will see they are running a trip to Florida. You can win a trip to Florida for your family,
which is unreal, man.
So that's flights, hotel. I'm sure there's got to be some spending money in now that as well.
Is there spending money in all?
Yep. So
that's insane. So I check out all the G4 socials actually, but you'll see it. Nicole's telling you how to win it. I'm sure it's just a case of sharing and like, comment and that as well. But the accommodation, it's in partnership with Rudders Rentals. So even if you check out Rudders Rentals as well, you'll see the accommodation and they're all mint it. The villas are absolutely classy. They're in Champions Gate.
Yep.
So check that out. And who doesn't want to try and win a trip to Florida?
Best place in the world.
Go check it out.
So they should look to beat the Browns. I don't think that quarterback for the Browns looks any good, to be honest. It's not really an upgrade. They'll end up with Saunders in at some point this season, no doubt.
I'm just checking some fantasy points again for that game. So McConkey was 19.5. Achan must have scored high. 29. 29 for Achan.
He had 2 touchdowns, but didn't he?
Yep.
Another touchdown for Waller as well.
He was wide open again. That I thought that was it, game over, when he got that. And then he put him in this week. I took a Kraft in.
Who done better? Kraft.
Aye, Kraft did do better.
You'd have to make a decision soon. You'd probably drop Waller, wouldn't you?
Well, Bowers, isn't he got to do nothing? They'll end up taking him out soon.
But they're saying he's out for the season.
I don't know. I just like, what's the Raiders' record now? Are they even looking at the playoffs?
They've won 2.
So for me, they're just going to look at that thinking, what's the point in aggravating this? We'll probably just take him out.
But because they know, but because the way the AFC West is now, like the Chiefs have only won 3. Raiders have won 2.
I don't mean right now.
Aye.
I just mean like if he's going to be questionable and out and
Raiders have won 2,
games.
Chargers have won 4, and Broncos have won 4, so they're still in it now.
I'm just meaning like if he's going to be out and then it gets to the point where right, well they're on the playoffs now, then he's totally gone.
I might need a knee operation.
Aye, so just send him early and get him back rehabbing early.
Oh, definitely.
Aye. Right, next game we'll go into the Panthers Cowboys.
Aye.
And Dowdle is still flying. Long we've been recording?
49
minutes. That might be a wee bit of a longer one this week.
Oh.
But we'll probably do the game previews again on Thursday.
Aye, I'll do that.
I'm off on Friday. Moving house, it's got to be hectic, so aye, I'll not be in Friday. Right, Panthers Cowboys, what you saying to it?
Just usual Cowboys, innit? Just absolutely blown it. But that's Panthers won two tight games in a row.
I thought Bryce Young looked good, and Ted McMillan got his first NFL touchdown, but he actually got 2 in the game.
He looks good.
He does look good.
Very, very good.
I was quite surprised that it was his first touchdown. For some reason, I thought he already had scored a touchdown.
No, he's been doing well fantasy-wise, like points
just
and
not
catches,
scored.
but he's not had any. But, I mean, looking at it now, he should be their number one target. But, as I said to you, it's going to be interesting to see what happens once Hubbard comes back. But you could tell, obviously, Dowdle was not happy getting released for the Cowboys because he just absolutely took
gone hell for leather, wasn't he? So he's went for, that's obviously rushing yards in it, but he's went for over 200 yards the last 2 games.
Excuse me. He's got 56 receiving, 183.
But then look at that. Javonte Williams, 29 yards.
Not good.
Rushing yards.
Pickens had a good game.
He had a really good game.
But I get Bryce Young, 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
199 yards. Dak, 3 touchdowns. He must have scored pretty high on fantasy. Let's have a wee look at what you got. I was reading that I think the Cowboys have got 2 first-round picks in the draft.
Have they?
So the way they're kind of seeing it is, it's right, well, Pickens and Dak, they've got their quarterback, Pickens seems to be doing quite well for them, so if they kind of replace Micah Parsons in the draft, I think it's quite a heavy linebacker draft this year. I don't really know much about the draft, to be honest. I've not looked into it, but
I don't think he's a linebacker, but Parsons.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
Is he? No, I don't think he is.
So they'll probably look to replace him in the draft. So long term, but let's see what.
And then the way the things are going, they're going to have quite a high probably because they've not won a lot of games, Dallas, have they?
The record is 3-2.
And a draw.
2-3-1. Oh, that's right. Aye,
a draw. So, they look easy to play against the Cowboys. In your fantasy, if your wide receivers up against the Cowboys, you must be licking your lips because they're going to get 20 points because they're just so easy to play against. I
felt as if every time Dowdle get the ball, it was just.
It's just been a machine the last 2 games.
Blitzing through them, man.
It just shows you what an injury can do because he wasn't. He wasn't getting a sniff.
Aye.
So it just shows you like he's been sitting there waiting and then.
But as you said, I wonder how it's going to work when he comes back. Are they going to completely split like 50-50 or do they stick with Dowdle because he's doing well? And
I think they'll split it. They will. They'll split it. Definitely.
Leave us a wee comment. What do you think about playing 2 running backs for the same team? Obviously, if they have a shitter, then
you're fucked.
But I don't think I've ever done it before.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
But you could put what I'm thinking is Bijan Robinson, Dowdle, and then like Hubbard in the flex position. I don't know. I don't know. But Prescott, 22.3 points he scored in fantasy.
I think he is having a good season.
Pickens 27.3.
Prescott is having a good season, but the problem is he needs to score 30 to win.
Yep.
So,
but it's good for fantasy him having to do that.
No, 100%. But
did you see Bryce Young's wee dip of the shoulder?
No, I've never seen that.
Guy tries to take him down, he's just like slight wee dip of the shoulder, and it's so good to watch. Brilliant. But I was impressed with him.
Not a good win for the Panthers, and then I think they're next.
So Bryce Young didn't get 1 sack, didn't get sacked at all.
It's good.
Yep.
It's good. Who do they play next then, the Panthers?
The Panthers, I wish they would just show you their next games on this. Disney does it?
No.
Yeah.
So next,
the Jets.
So
that's
favourable game. Like, the Jets 0-6.
Aye,
won a game.
Aye, won a game.
Fucking hell.
Tragic, isn't it?
They are fucking rotten.
They are pish.
Just as well. least the Giants are doing not too bad for the New York teams.
Aye.
Mm.
It sucks to be a Jets fan right now.
I think it always sucks. When's the last time they had a good team?
Well,
Years
they've
ago.
had terrible luck and all, haven't they?
Plus
They got Rodgers and
their
then he...
quarterback run's been fucking honking.
Aye.
Because even
It was his first game, Rodgers snapped his Achilles, wasn't it?
Aye. Only about 2-3 plays in. It's 4 plays.
That's, you know, the wee
Was it
Jets
4 plays?
fans. Wee Jets,
Oh,
it was 4 plays, like just
Was it?
all that buzzing and all that, ready to
I seen a
watch
guy in
Rodgers magic.
the gym the other day and he had a Jets shirt on, had Rodgers in the back. I'm just like, you've bought that at the start of the season, I think. Because obviously he's doing alright this season, Rodgers.
What taps do you see the most in the UK, do you think?
In the UK.
Dolphins is always quite popular, but it's whoever Primark or selling
I
it.
just seen
a little bit.
somebody up the street with a Joe Burrow top on.
I seen a guy in Tesco with a Bills hat on.
Mm.
Do you think sometimes you just buy stuff though, don't you?
Aye, definitely. Because even I used to buy I've got hundreds of hats up my loft, like with all
With
teams.
different teams.
Aye, and I didn't.
Bring them in, we could hang them up, that'd be quite cool.
I could buy. That's a good idea.
Because
I'll
there's
maybe
got to
grab
be
'em.
gathering dust up there, isn't there?
Aye, I'll grab them. That's all I'll do.
Or
So
decent-
I've definitely got a Carolina Panthers one.
Mhm.
Because I used to just get them for the colours or whatever.
Aye, just because they're
design.
quite cool.
But
Aye,
we're
so
gonna-
a favourable matchup next for... I mean, there's my fucking clock again. It says it's at 6 o'clock Monday.
I'm
6
sure the
a.m.
Cowboys play the Falcons. Is that right? They'll be at home, but
We'll go into the Falcons.
no, Commanders.
Commanders. Will we move on to the Bills
Yep.
for last
Let's
night?
do that.
So the Bills are on 2 back-to-back losses.
I think Josh Allen looked a bit out of sorts last night,
I think we've just done that high again. We didn't even mention the scoreline.
but for the last game,
For the
just-
Chargers
was it?
game.
we're just... You know who won anyway. You know who
Well,
won.
they maybe didn't, but Panthers beat the Cowboys 30-27, just in case you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chargers game, it finished 29-27 with a walk-off kick. Anyway, we'll move on to the game last night. It was the Bills. They're on back-to-back defeats.
There was obviously 2 games last night, but this is the only one I've watched the highlights for. I'll probably watch when I go up the road after this, I'll go and watch the highlights for the...
If this was our full-time job, then we would be able to watch all the games, but unfortunately, it's no.
It's not. And I'm not getting up at 3 in the morning to watch.
Nah, unless it's your team, then nah.
But Josh Allen looked a bit out of sorts, getting sacked quick. How many times did he get sacked?
You sacked twice, I'm sure.
It's only twice. I thought it was more than that. But I tell you what, the
And he threw a couple of picks.
2 picks he threw. Because I was lucky with my fantasy last night. I just sneaked by with a win. Only 90 odd points and all.
It doesn't
But,
say...
the Falcons...
It only says they get 1 sack there,
one sack.
the Falcons, but I'm sure they get...
No, but that'll just be 1 sack for that guy.
Oh, right, okay, I'm with you.
So somebody else will have got a sack. They'll have just picked one. They kind of put 2 players up. But the Falcons looked brilliant first half. Drake London looked unplayable.
Oh, London, aye. And he was so close to getting a third touchdown.
Aye, that one we just...
His foot just went out of bounds.
That'd have been right on the half.
Well, I had Bijan and Drake London in, and I think they both scored over 30.
The Drake London or 30, aye.
Aye, because I absolutely tonked Bailey this week. You got an absolute tonking. Anyway, we'll go on to our fantasy after we cover this game.
But that was some touchdown for Robinson, the run.
Was it
80 odd yards.
81 yards, I think it was.
He should have got tackled, but
But he's so hard to tackle.
No, I know, he's amazing.
So Josh Allen went for 180 yards, 15 for 26, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
I don't think he's not been as good this year, no?
Fuck's sake, Joshua Palmer was their top wide receiver.
He caught his first catch was an absolute belter. It was the big long one. Must have been about 50 yards.
He wasn't the
But
worst at the Chargers.
I've said this before, but like, see, you look at their receivers are no great.
Nah.
It's
And they
no
also
brilliant.
didn't have
Kincaid was injured.
But Dawson Knox got a touchdown.
But Kincaid has been doing a lot of yards for them. So you take that out of the equation. So
Penix Jr., he looked quite good. He was 20 for 32, 1 interception. Rushing yards, we had...
John went for 170.
Aye. So Cook was 87 for 17 carries, and Bijan Robinson was 170 over 19 carries and 1 touchdown for him.
The Bills definitely look a wee bit more vulnerable this season.
Yeah. Who have they got next?
They play the Panthers. They're on a bye week this week.
Oh, I remember you
And
saying
then-
that, so they've
then
got a bit of time to get.
And then they play the Panthers.
Right.
So
What's Kincaid's injury?
I don't know. And then I think after the Panthers, they play the Chiefs. So they really need to get it together. Because then they can start sliding.
Aye, so it finished 24.
They've definitely not looked as good. Because even, I mean, they only scored 2 touchdowns in the full game for the Bills is probably unheard of, really, in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Not really much happened the second half. So, first half kind of action, wasn't it? I know the Bills had 1 touchdown, but apart from that, not much happened.
So let's see if there's any more injury news.
Well, I think he's fucked. What's his name for the 49ers? Warner.
Aye, Warner's a massive loss for him, and we didn't even mention it, but Puka.
Aye, that fucked me this week. That's what fucked my points.
Aye, he's going to be a massive loss. You're trying to fill a hole of like 30 points every week.
20 to 30 points a week I need for. I'm going to be fucked. I can tell you now. I've not got him and Josh Allen this week. So I'm going to get beat.
George Kittle's due to come back,
yeah.
aye.
Oh, Wilson, he's injured.
I've got Igbuka and Wilson who are looking iffy. And Bucky Irvin still, I don't know.
He's not back.
I've not much back.
So, I know a good couple of weeks for the Bills. It probably, do you think that's a good thing for them? Like beginning of a bye week, or would you think they would rather have a game? I think I'd rather have a game.
I don't know. I think in the NFL, it's no like. I think getting players healthy and fit, because you need to remember there's probably loads of them that are that could be deemed with a rest.
No, I know,
but no questionable or whatever. But
I can see if it was maybe 1 defeat, but 2 defeats.
Well, you just want to get out there and rectify it.
I think so. That's that's how I would feel. But I don't know. Maybe the coaches see it a different way.
Aye, I think
maybe
you
more
need time to get people back on the field. Get them fit and healthy.
But if they get that many players missing, but Kincaid, maybe we can get Kincaid back.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like ones that are on the field might not be 100%, because I don't think an NFL players ever.
Looked as if Josh 100%. Allen hurt his cell on a sack as well
on his arm. Aye,
so.
I didn't see if it affected him, like,
because it looked as if as well the Bucks game with 49ers, it looked as if Mac Jones was struggling a wee bit. He was struggling with an injury, so that maybe you try and get Hingy back quicker. Purdy, aye.
Do you think Purdy just comes straight back in?
Oh, he'll come back as soon as he's
I think that's pushing it.
That's just the way it is.
I know,
you
but Jones doesn't deserve to get dropped.
Well, he's not the number 1 man, is he?
Aye, but
no, he'll be just sitting on the bench with his wee smoking jacket.
Aye. Right, let's talk about our fantasy.
I had a terrible week, but I still won.
So who was your magic player of the week?
Magic player of the week was, I think it was DK Metcalf.
I'm going to sneeze. I think. I don't know. Oh. Aye.
Right, so Metcalf for me.
Excuse me, man. That was
magic player of the week with 1950.
Who was DK?
Aye. 1 touchdown, and he went for...
He's been good for you, hasn't he?
He's done all right. 1 touchdown, and he went for 95 yards. 4 receptions. So that's him, went for 126-95 in his last 2 games, and then they play the Bengals this week. So he could go big again.
Could go big, aye. And
I would say tragic. I'm going to put, he didn't have my lowest points, but Barkley.
Disappointing, aye.
8.7. But I know he was on the injury report. I just don't know if they're nursing him. But they're going to have to start doing something, because the 3 in a row they've been beat. And then who did he play this week?
Why was he just on Barkley again? Just because I watched that thing. How good was he on the lead up to the Super Bowl?
Nah, he carried them.
It was unbelievable.
Carried them, and that's probably why they're not being as good this season, because he's no ripping runs of like 20-30 yards and all that. So, and obviously they're not very good receiving wise. So that's probably why.
When he was, sorry, what you got to say there?
That's probably why they're struggling.
I know. See, when he was on the phone call to like the Giants owner, he's just playing Madden. He's got one loudspeaker. He's just, yeah. No, I don't really agree with that. I just don't think, just like chatting, he's like, I was snapping the ball there. My magic player of the week. And I don't want to go on the top points, because I don't.
It's got to be Dowdle.
Aye, Dowdle was 33.9.
You wouldn't expect him to get 2 back-to-back 30 weeks.
Nah, right. So I had 3 players that all hit over 30.
Aye.
So 4 players.
4
players. So
sake.
I absolutely donked Bailey 179.16 to 101.24. So Prod Bowls got a bit of a beating.
Mm-hmm. Well, my game was 94.9 to 91.5.
Surely nobody would have beat me this week.
No. But you're top of the league now. I'm second.
I'd still scored high. He scored 161.64.
I'm on a 4 game win streak.
Did Lloydie get beat again?
Aye.
Right, Lloydie is
1-5.
He's heading at McDonald's, isn't he?
Don't know, because he's only 1 behind Andy. Only 1 win away from Andy, you know what I mean? So
Aye.
if he wins this weekend, he's back in the mix. So who's he got this week? I played Jordo, who's had a lot of injuries, but they should be back this week because he's got Lamb, Purcell and Kittle.
Lamb is due back, I think.
Aye, so I could be in for a tough week this week. Lloydie plays McMill, so that could go either way. So he needs a win this week.
Aye, so, well, as we said there, my magic player I would probably say is Dowdle, but I had Bijan that scored 35.8, Smith and Jigba was 30.2, Drake London 31.8, but Tucker Craft also scored 12.30, so that's decent for your tight end, and I get 10 points for Carlson, the kicker, which is
That's good.
always helps when you get
I had
a
him
wee
at the
boost.
start of the season, but I got rid of him.
Igbuka was probably my tragic player just due to
Injury.
injury. When did he go off?
It was the first half.
Because he only got 4.4 points, so it was, I mean, my score, I could have hit her 200 if he was still in it, because he's been hitting crazy points. I'm just hoping that injury's not too bad.
Hamstrings are always kind of dodgy, aren't they?
Aye, them creamy hamstrings, man. How about them creamy hamstrings?
Hey, lonely paper boy. It's hey, paper boy.
But how mental is that character?
No, I know.
Just an old pedo.
Aye,
For those that don't know, it's that guy in Family Guy.
aye.
Right, aye, so will we wrap up there?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, before we do wrap up, if you're out and about in Glasgow looking for somewhere to watch your RedZone, then go to Walkabout Glasgow, our sponsor. What's this chicken? I'm just going to keep giving you the chicken wing deal. What's the chicken wing deal?
I think I made an arse last week. It's no $12.99, it's $12.49, isn't it?
Is it not $12.95?
$12.95. I need to get it right at some point.
Because one of the boys put you up about it.
I'm not very good at the ad reads.
Only a bit I asked you about.
I know. 12. Aye, that's
$12.95.
Aye.
Bottomless wings, $12.95 per person.
Right, I'll not forget it now.
All you can eat. I mean, that's a great deal. You go in there and watch RedZone all day and you've got as much wings as you want.
Aye. Can't beat that.
And I was...
But
I
any
went
flavours?
through-
All different flavours?
I don't know.
Don't know. Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, there you go.
Easy living barbecue sauce, hot honey buffalo sauce and sour cream,
Sounds good.
Inferno hot sauce,
Doesn't sound good for my arse.
sweet sriracha sauce.
Doesn't sound good for my arse.
I don't think any of them are good for your arse.
No.
So I went through during the week there. The Scotland game was on before it, so it was busy. There was loads of Scotland fans in. All your big screens. It's a great place to go and watch any sport. So obviously we're pushing the NFL here, but if you're watching the football and everything, like the day the Champions League, international football, whatever,
Good selection of lagers and
with
beers.
the hockey on that on too. And if you download the Mixer app that they've got, you get a free drink when you download it. And each time you go to the bar, you can scan and get points, and you'll get some discounts. So if you're in Glasgow, go to Walkabout, Glasgow's #1 sports bar. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, it helps us out if you guys be like and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. So hit the wee subscribe button and you get notified of new episodes. We sometimes do 2 a week. Well, we've got the time.
I forgot the time.
If we've got the time.
Aye.
I mean, if you've got the time to subscribe.
If you've got the time to watch 2 of them, then that'd be brilliant. But if we've got the time, we'll try and get out 2 a week.
Yes.
So it's quite a lot to fit in. The games for last week, everything that's happened, and then
Everything we also do in the studios too.
Mm-hmm.
So Thanks for the support.
Catches.